Welcome back, everyone, to Open Forum on Women's Radio Network. I'm your host, Sonia Williams, and it's my pleasure to welcome to our show today co-owner at SexyStrip.com, Audrey Schwartz. Audrey, thank you for joining us today.
Hi, Sonia. How are you?
Hi, Audrey. I'm good, thank you. And yourself?
I'm pretty good.
Very good. Can you hear me okay? I had a little poor connection with my guest before you.
Oh, no. You sound loud and clear.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
You're good.
So, Audrey, you are in Bellerose, New York, correct?
Correct, yeah.
Okay. And it says that you are the oldest and biggest adult entertainment company in New York.
All right. Yeah, we've been doing this for 30 years successfully straight through.
Yes, definitely. Tell us a little bit about the services that you're providing, Audrey, at SexyStrip.com.
Well, we basically we have strippers. We have male, female strippers. They work weekends, daytime, nighttime, 7 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
I also have a kids company, but the male and female strippers primarily work on weekends. Bachelor parties, birthday parties, corporate parties, any type of parties we do. And we're in the tri-state area, and we're called SexyStrip.com.
Okay, very good. And Audrey, how did you get into this business?
I was working with, for somebody for a couple of years, and I was getting tons of phone calls for strippers. They were like, do you have strippers? Do you have strippers? I'm like, no, and I got so many calls for that. I started thinking about it, and I asked her, I said, how come you don't do strippers? And she said, we don't want to get into that. We're just doing the corporate parties and the magicians and all that. And then I went on my own in 1985, and now I'm doing both, and I'm very successful with both, and it's just a great environment, to me. I love the people I work with and the people that work for me, and it's interesting, to say the least.
Yeah. Now, I'm sorry, where were you working before this, where they were using magicians, and what was the name of that business?
It was just a regular company. I don't really want to mention it because she's still in competition with me at this point. Yeah, so I'd like to just kind of keep that to a minimum. But now I own also Just Kids with Z, JustKids.com. So I do Sexy Strip, and I also own a children's entertainment company.
Now, what's Just Kids?
We do all types of like Cinderella, anything like that, like any type of form of just children's parties, like on weekends. Primarily Saturdays and Sundays, but sometimes after school too. We do like preschool parties, and that's the majority of my business too. So I have like two ends of the spectrum. One is children's parties, the other one is strippers. One is basically working, doing. I have another company. We have male dancers also, Savage Men. So we're female owned and operated, but we deal with everything from people doing kids parties to male and female strippers. So we have a lot going on. And we've been doing this for 30 years in the tri-state area, but we also, we go sometimes out of tri-state area on request if they book, 5 or 6 or more people.
Mhm. Now, does it ever conflict the Just Kids business, doing kids parties versus, providing male and female strippers? Does that ever conflict for you?
Clashing wise?
Yeah, like do you feel as if
refragment the question.
Okay. Do you feel as if when people are doing like a Google search for strippers, for a party,
right,
but you're also the owner for a kids party,
right.
So in searching for that, would they ever just not expect you to have the same business for throwing a kids party?
Well, not really. Listen, everybody has people multitasking. If you have an entertainment company, like what you're saying is somebody Googles me or something, and they're like, oh, well, she has strippers too. I don't want them doing my kids party. No, we have different people. We have students that actually are costumed to go out for the kids parties. The girls that work as strippers, they don't want to be wearing costumes. They only want to do. They segregate themselves. So nobody is working many hats. Like, oh, I'm a stripper at night on a Friday night, but I'm also doing a kids party tomorrow. No, we have different people that work with different aspects of the business.
Yeah.
And first and foremost, I did kids parties and I did corporate parties before I did stripping. The stripping has been since 1985. So
Yeah.
I took on a partner. I took on a partner, Diane, because she was actually more hands-on with it because she had worked and knew a lot of the people. So I brought in her like a few years back, and so she kind of helps with the workload, so I could actually do a lot more because there is a lot more demanded of me.
Yeah, no, I think it's great. I think that it's great that you're being able to wear multiple hats and you're throwing the kids' parties as well as having the strippers. I just would never have, if I was calling you for strippers, I would have never thought that you'd also be doing a kids' party, but that's just, small-minded of me because like you said, nowadays people are wearing many hats,
Yeah, exactly. And when you're a woman, you have to multitask. Men can't do it. They just can't. Yeah. It's not in their makeup.
Yeah, no. And so now when you send strippers, Audrey, how many do you typically send, to a party?
Well, it depends. Like for the most part, a lot of the parties will ask for, 2 or 3 people. Sometimes they'll ask for 5 people, and then we'll stagnate. So we'll take them out 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. They dance for 1 hour at a time. Most of the parties are 30 to 60 guys. They have their party from 8 to 11 or 8 to 12, and they might ask for 2 people. They might ask for 6 girls. And it's just pure entertainment. That's all we do is dancing. So we're good.
Yeah. So we have some information over here. It says that you've had the business for 30 years. We are the only male strippers and female stripper entertainment agency in New York that offers quality male strippers and female strippers for all of your party needs. We can customize any event to fit your budget. We have one of the largest selections of male strippers and female strippers in New York, New Jersey, tri-state area. Sexy Strip male strippers and female strippers have appeared on the Howard Stern Show and featured in all of the top adult magazines. Male strippers, female strippers, Asian strippers, black strippers. Sexy Strip has all your needs at your fingertips, whether it be a location for your event, a limo for the evening, a complete list of restaurants and hotels just waiting to host your party. When you choose sexystrip.com as your party, male stripper and female stripper exotic entertainment, you have many options and locations to select from. We are a reliable and dependable male and female strip agency. We value repeat business. We pride ourselves on our honesty when dealing with prospective customers. Very good. And you had also mentioned that our mission is to continue to service the New York tri-state area with the ultimate exotic dancers, male and female strippers for all your party needs, thereby growing our list of happy and repeat customers. Very good. Audrey,
yes.
It was great.
And we do get a lot of repeat customers because we are true to the pictures. We send out the girl that's actually in the pictures. We don't use stock photos like most other agencies, and that's why they're not around anymore. And that's why we've been in business for that long.
Great. Excellent. So once again, for our listeners, we have the pleasure of speaking with Audrey Schwartz, co-owner at sexystrip.com. Please check them out at www.sexystrip.com. Once again, that website's www.sexystrip.com. Audrey, thank you so much for coming on our show. It was a pleasure. I wish you all the best.
It was nice talking to you. Pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, Audrey. Once again, you're on Open Forum for Women's Radio Network. We'll be back with our next guest. Please stay with us.